Assalamualaikum and hi, welcome back to another video by us. I'm Cik Raja.
And I'm Mr. Zul.
We are from Barista Lab UiTM Penang. So today we're going to cover a lot of things, but mostly we're going to cover about espresso making. Now, talking about the espresso, there are a number of espresso based drinks. So for today's video, we are going to cover the espresso, Ristretto, Doppio, Lungo, Americano, and also long black.
So for the first step, we start to fill up our grinder with the beans. So normally we are going to use dark roasted beans for our espresso. Before we start using the grinder, remember to flush out it first.
Why do we need to flush out the grinder, Cik Zul?
We need to flush out the grinder to make sure there is no older grind stuck in the grinder. This process will take around 3 flushes.
Alright, once that's done, we can continue with the steps of making the espresso. Alright, the ratio for an espresso is 1 coffee to 2 liquid. Alright, once we've already grinded the coffee, we are going to level and weigh. Alright, the next step is going to be temping. For temping, the strength that you're supposed to put is approximately 30 pounds. While temping, please be sure to keep your hands and arms straight in an L shape. Here we have another view. Notice Cik Zul's hand and arm.
Next, we need to flush our group head before we insert our portafilters at the group head. Tighten it up, and then we put a scale under the group head so that we can measure the weight of the hot water through the coffee bag. Extraction process should take around 20 to 25 seconds.
Alright, the flow of the extraction should be syrupy. And what other things that we should look at, Cik Zul?
I think we should have a close look on the color of the extraction. It should have 3 types of color, which are the crema, the body, and also the heart. And the color of the heart should be darker
Then the body.
than the body. Yes.
Here we have another shot of the extraction, a close-up, where you can see the 3 layers of the espresso. Alright, next is the Ristretto. The Ristretto is a more concentrated espresso. So if we look at the ratio, for the espresso is 1 to 2. For the Ristretto, it's 1 to 1. So if your recipe is 10 grams of coffee, the liquid that will come out is also going to be 10 ml. So that is ratio 1 to 1. As you can also see, the Ristretto should also have the 3 layers: the heart, the body, and the crema. The next espresso based drink that we're going to cover is the Doppio. For the Doppio, we are going to use a double shot portafilter. Ratio is still the same, 1 to 2, but as it is a double shot, it's going to be more in volume as compared to the espresso. Again, we're going to level it out and remove any excess coffee grind. Alright, even though the volume of Doppio is higher, the time of extraction should also be 20 to 25 seconds. Now, as you can see from the picture, Doppio is double espresso. It can be the double of the volume of an espresso if the recipe is the same. Next, we're going to cover Americano.
For an Americano, the recipe would be 1 part of espresso to 2 parts of hot water.
Addition of water in cafes usually will be done at the water spout. But for the purpose of this video, we are going to show you the measurement of the water using the shot glass. So here we have an Americano.
Okay guys, next is a long black coffee.
What's the difference between long black and Americano, Cik Zul?
The difference would be in terms of procedure. For Americano, we add espresso first, followed by hot water. For long black, we add up hot water first, and then we extract the coffee.
So technically it's just the same, just that the procedure is different.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, alright.
So here is long black coffee.
Alright, the final espresso based drink that we're going to show in this video is the Lungo. For Lungo, it's quite similar to the Americano and the long black because we have added water, but the water will run through the part itself, so it extends the extraction.
Raja, I have a question.
Oh, go ahead.
How about the taste?
In terms of Lungo, the taste is going to be slightly different because as we extract the water through the part longer, you can expect the strength to be higher as compared to Americano and also the long black.
Okay, I see.
As you can see, the extraction is still going even though the flow is already blonde. And here we have the Lungo. Alright, so that's the end of our video on espresso based drinks.
Okay guys, have a nice day and
Enjoy your coffee.